내가
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. So with Gasol on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Tracy McGrady is out there with Odom. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Morant in at the one spot. And for Boston, the talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Smart in at the point. Here we go. So Boston wins the tip. Now Brown puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Wow, Brown drills it from way out, showing off that limitless range.
And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
Here's Morant. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Hits it from three-point range.
And this is Thompson's shot, one of the most gifted outside shooters the NBA, the world has ever seen.
Pass to Tatum. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Thompson from long range. Tatum against McGrady. It's tipped.
And that's how you impose your will on the defense. You've got to be an intimidator.
6 to shoot. Brown.
Nice aggressive defense from Thompson, getting all over the shot and knocking it away.
Morant passes to Thompson for the three. Again, the miss by Thompson. Thompson's got one three-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Brown wide open. He fires. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Takes a three, and it's Thompson that time on the assist by Morant. Thompson's got 6 points.
Whenever the ball leaves Clay's hands, it is the same every single time. You always feel like it's going in. He's that good of a shooter.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Williams kicks to Brown. Smart dishes to Tatum. Pass to Horford. Floats it up for Williams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
So explosive from around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Tatum against McGrady. Tatum draws the double. Over in the corner, Brown. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
substitution on the court.
Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Morant. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Ray Thompson has been leading the charge for Chicago. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. Back to the action in just a minute. And this This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. So for Chicago right now, you've got Morant. Pierce is out there with Gasol. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Elijah Wan in its center.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Connects from three-point range.
Hands like a guard. Horford with that quick trigger.
And here's Morant. Got a piece of it. Outside, White. There's the three. Elijah Wan with the rebound. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out in the break, though.
White against Morant. White, bounce pass. Launches from deep. A nice shot by Nesmith. Nesmith has got himself on the board with three there.
Love to see the lack of hesitation on the catch and fire.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't, and most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And so, the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka is now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Outside, Smart. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Smart. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Elijah Wan, no luck. Boston leading by 3. Smart passes to Brown. Williams from outside. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Morant bullies his way inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Smart kicks to White. Shoots. And it's Boston with another.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And then Morant slams it in.
As usual, Morant bringing down the house.
Morant's gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Round the pass to Williams. Outside, White. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morant kicks to Olajuwon. Morant reaches to Pierce. Sinks the triple. Pierce has got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Chicago. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The talented wing pair of Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Williams, and it's Smart in at the 1. That's the Boston 5.
There's so much versatility to Gasol's game, including the soft touch from distance.
Tatum drills it from distance.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
Williams passes to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum no good. Chicago leading by 5. Morant looking around. Elijah with a screen on Smart. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The 3 from Morant. Good, and Pierce gets the assist. And it's an 8-point Chicago lead. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Chicago making some changes. Odom comes in for Gasol, and Tracy McGrady subbed in for Paul Pierce.
Lamar Odom, Tracy McGrady.
1:44 left in the third. Here's Tatum, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Lots of moments, RJ, shine through in the career of Jason Tatum.
The one that sticks out to me was the moment of relief after they won the finals. The "we did it" quote will live in Celtics infamy, echoing that of the great Kevin Garnett.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Back to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
A shot by McGrady, no good. Boston trails by 9. To the middle, here's Horford. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. White, he's checked in for the Celtics.
For Boston, number 9, Derek White.
On the wing, Williams. Morant against White. Lock at 6. Brown outside. An absolute bomb from Brown.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
Odom with a screen on White. Morant kicks it to Odom. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
3 points.
Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Tatum against McGrady. Outside, Horford. Pass to White. From the line. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Chicago in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Gasol on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Michael Jordan is out there with John Morant. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Odom. And it's Shaq in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Chicago?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Olajuwon's checked in for O'Neal. Pierce comes in for McGrady. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Jordan. And he makes that one count.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
Can't get it to go.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Smart against Morant. 13 feet away. That one drops.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Tatum outside. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Jumper is off. Chicago leading by 11. Morant fires. That shot no good. Here's Horford. Can't get it. Morant against Smart. Oh, what a finish.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Now here's Tatum. No good. Smart against Odom. Takes the 3. That one misses. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Tatum. Outside Brown. Misses the deep 3. Here's Chicago. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Stolen by Tatum. Here's Smart. Tatum outside. Jacks up a 3. He drills the 3.
Those assist opportunities are going to be there for Tatum, mainly because the defense has to respect his scoring.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Morant. Shot clock at 6. That one is off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ja Morant.